two point A and B. We know the coordinates of the point A and B, which is x1, y1, x2, y2. Obviously, this must be given in the digit form or integer form. Okay, so you know the coordinates of the point A and B, but you don't know the coordinates of the point P, which divides these 2 points A and B. But if you know the ratio in which this point P divides this line, then we can find the coordinates of this point P. This is all about the section formula. And the ratio in which this P point divides this AB line is, let's take this ratio is M1 and this ratio is M2. In exam, instead of M1 M2, you must be given with the same number like 3 is to 2, yeah, 1 is to 1. These are ratios. So this is M1, this is M2. Okay, this is M1, this is M2. So the formula is, you don't need to derive this formula, you just need to remember this formula. The formula is m1x2, because this is m1x2, sorry, m1x2 plus m2x1 upon these two, the ratio summation of these two ratio m1 plus m2. So this is our x coordinate, this is our x coordinate, and this is our y coordinate. So y, the formula for y coordinate is same, m1 y2 plus m2 y1 upon m1 plus m2. So this is the basic formula. Don't worry, we guys, we will do some problems, we will do some questions on this section formula. But there is some specification in this section formula. If the point is A beta and this point is B, and if there is the point P in exactly in between these 2 points A and B, so you know the ratio. What will be the m1 and m2? M1 and m2 will be 1. They both will be same. The ratio m1 divided by m2, they must be 1 by 1. 1 is to 1. The ratio will be same. Then if you put m1 and m2 is equal to 1 here, then you will get this midpoint formula. Did you guys get it? If you put m1 and m2 is 1, so you definitely know this is the midpoint formula. To if this point P divides this 2 point just exactly 1 is to 1, if P is the midpoint of this point, this line AB, then the coordinate of P is x1 plus x2 by 2 comma y1 plus y2 by 2. Okay, do let me know, please do let me know in the comment section if you have any doubts. Okay, so let's do some question. So okay guys, try read this question. Find the coordinates of the point which divides the line segment joining the points 4 comma minus 3 and 8 comma 5. So our first point is beta 4 comma minus 3 and the second point is 8 comma 5. We have to find the coordinates of the point P. Let's take point P, which divides the line segment in ratio 3:1 internally. So as of now, we are doing the ratio in internally. So we will apply this formula. For the externally, I will make some another video and another question. We will try some other question. So the ratio is, let's see, this is the line. This is the point P, and this point P divide this line between these 2 points in the ratio 3:1. So we know m1 is 3, m2 is 1. You can write m1 is by m2. Ratio is 3:1. They are just trying to say this. m1 is to m2 is equal to 3:1. So let's take m1 is equal to 3 and m2 is equal to 1. So we can find the formula. What's the formula for this point P? The formula is, try to repeat this formula with me. m1x2 plus m2x1 upon m1 plus m2. This is the x coordinate, and the y coordinate is m1 y2 plus m2 y1 upon m1 plus m2. So let's put values in this formula. So x1 y1 is 4 comma minus 3. This is our x1 y1 and this is our x2 comma y2. So let's put these values. Yes, the values is m1 is 3, x2 is 8, m2 is 1, and x1 is 4. Okay, see, x1 is 4 and x2 is 8. So x2 is 8 and m1 plus m2 is equal to 3 plus 1. Do let me know please if you have any doubts. Let's find the y coordinates. Y coordinate is m1 y2 plus m2 y1. So m1 is 3, y2 is 5. See here, this is 5. Y2 is 5 plus m2 is 1 and y1 is minus 3 here. Do not make mistake. Do not make the silly mistake in this while putting these values in this formula. So let's find the value will be 3 8s are 24 plus 4 upon 4, and this will be 15 minus 3 upon 4. So there is another question. So value will be 24 plus 4, 28 by 4, 28 by 4 upon 12 by 4. So the coordinates are, what are the coordinates? 7 comma 3. So these are the coordinate. This is the coordinate for the point P, which divides the line, divides this point A and B in the ratio 3 is to 1. What are the coordinates? The coordinate is 7 comma 3. So this is our answer. Okay, if you want to repeat, then please go backwards and watch this question again, and do let me know if you have any doubts. Let's move on to the another question. So okay, this is our final coordinates, है ना? Okay, beta. The example 7. Yes, the next question is, in what ratio does the point minus 4 comma 6 divide the line segment joining the point A and B? So in the example 6, the previous question, we were given the ratio and we have to find the coordinate of point P. Okay, we were given the ratio and we have to find the point P. In this question, we are given the coordinates and we have to find the ratio. So no need to worry. We have to just be cautious in putting the value. Okay, so let's draw this line. The line is A. This is B. A is minus 6, 10. B is 3 comma minus 8. And the point P, the coordinates of point P is minus 4 comma 6. We have to find the m1 and m2. So let's put the value. We know the formula. Okay, the xy, this is the coordinates of the section formula, the point which divides these 2 points AB. So this is m1 x2. You should write the formula every time once until you remember the formula, m1 plus m2, and then y coordinate is m1 y2 plus m2 y1 upon m1 plus m2. Okay, so we don't know the m1 and m2, but we know here this time we know these coordinates. So these, what are these coordinates? This coordinate is minus 4 comma 6. This is the point which divides these two. देखो, this is the point which divides the line segment. Okay, minus 4 comma 6. m1 is, we don't know m1. x2 is 3. This is x2. m1 3. m2 we don't know m2. And x1 is, what is x1? x1 is minus 6 upon m1 plus m2. So let's find the y coordinates. m1 y2 is minus 8 plus m2 y1 is 10. y1 is 10 here. This is m1 plus m2. Okay, so now what will we do? These are the x and y coordinates and these are the x and y coordinates. So we will basically equate these two equations. So minus 4 will be equal to 3m1, this x coordinate, minus 4 will be, this is the x coordinate and this is the y coordinate. So this is the x coordinate, so we will equate this with the x coordinate. 3m1 minus 6m2 upon m1 plus m2, this is x coordinate, and the 6 will be equal to minus 8m1 plus 10m2 upon m1 plus m2. So let's do the basic math here. This will be minus, multiply this with here, minus 4m1, again minus 4m2. This will be equal to 3m1 minus 6m2. We will get the ratio here, and Here's 6m1 plus 6m2 is equal to minus 8m1 plus 10m2. Let's calculate thing here. Minus 4m1 minus 3m1. Let's write it this way: minus 4m1 minus 3m1 minus 4m2 plus this will go to left side, so minus 6m2 will become plus 6m2 is equal to 0. So let's this is minus 7m1, this is plus 2m2 is equal to 0. So we can write it 7m1 is equal to 2m2. So here we are getting m1 by m2 is equal to 2 by 7. I think we have found the ratio. m1 is to m2 is 2 is to 7. Let's try to find from here. Here 6m1, this minus 8m1 will become plus 8m1. Plus 8m1 is equal to, let's take 6m2 to the right side. This will be 10m2 minus 6m2. This will be 14. 6 plus 8, 14m1 is equal to 4m2. So 7m1, let's divide both sides with 2. 7m1 is equal to 2m2. Again we are getting m1 by m2 is equal to 2 is to 7. So the ratio in which this point divide is 2 is to 7. This is our answer. 2 is to 7 is our answer. Okay, do let me know guys if you read out. So in what ratio does the point this? The ratio answer is 2 is to 7. Okay, let's move on to the there is some more specific thing in this question. You can write what is this saying? You can write m1 by m2 as k. You can, instead of m1 by m2, yeah, you know the ratio is m1 is to m2. If you divide by m2, then the ratio is m1 by m2 is to 1. So you can write m1 m2 go k is to 1. So instead of this thing, you can directly write k is to 1, and then absolutely you will get the same answer. Let's try m1 k instead of m1 m2. So what will be the formula? Formula will be x comma y will be m1 x2 plus m2 x1, but now our ratio is k x to 1, so formula will be k x2 plus 1 x1. Did you guys get it? This is m1, this is m2, so m1 x2 plus m2 x1. When instead of m1 m2 we have written it like k and 1, so k x2 plus 1 x1 upon k plus 1, ky2 plus k 1y1 sorry 1y1 upon is upon k plus 1. So let's solve here. Xy, what is xy? Xy is minus 4 comma 6, and x2 is 3, x1 is minus 6. So minus 4 comma 6, k is, I think, what was k? K is 3 and x2 is 3 and x1 is minus 6. So we can write 3 plus 1 comma minus 6 upon k plus 1. These are x coordinate, and y coordinate will be k. What is y? Y2 y1 minus 8 and 10. This is 3 comma minus 6. This is minus 8 and 10, right? Minus 8 and 10, yes. Minus 8 plus k1 plus x y2 y1 is 10 upon k plus 1. So let's equate x coordinate with the x coordinate and y coordinate with the y coordinate. Okay, so minus 4 will be equal to 3k minus 6 upon k plus 1. Let's solve here. Minus 4k minus 4 is equal to, multiply with minus 4, is denominator, is equal to 3k minus 6. These will be equal to, if we send minus 4k to right side, so this will be and minus 6 to the left side. So minus 4 plus 6 is equal to 3k plus 4k. So answer will be 2 is equal to 7k. So k is 2 is to 7. The same answer. And what is k? K is m1 by m2. m1 is to m2. So we are getting m1 by m2 is equal to 2 by 2 is to 7. So if you want to find the ratio, then you can directly put k instead of m1 and m2. Okay. Okay, please do guys, do let me know if you have any doubts. Now moving on to the next example. So find the read this example thoroughly. Find the coordinates of the points of the trisection. What is the meaning of the trisection? Trisection is the points dividing in three equal parts of the line segment joining these two points. So now we have to find the coordinates of the trisection. Okay, so let's draw this point to A and B here. These are A and B. Okay, so if you want to find the points dividing the three equal parts, so if you want to divide this line in three equal parts, so this must be like this 1 and 2. Now this is in three equal parts, 1, 2 and 3. These three, all three are equal. So if you take let's take this point as P. So this is 1, 1, 1. These all three parts are equal in length. So let me write the coordinates of the point A. A is 2 comma minus 2 and B is minus 7 comma 4. Do you know the ratio in which this point P divide the line in A, this line A and B? Because this is 1, this is 1, this is 1 ratio. So point P divides this line AB. Point P divides this line in the ratio 1 is to 2. So this is 1 and this is 1 plus 1, 2. Okay? Did you guys get it? And Q, this point Q divides the line AB in which ratio? 2 is to 1. Do let me know if you don't get it. P is the first point of this trisection. So we have to find this point P and Q. These 2 points divide this line in three equal parts. Okay, these three equal part. So if all three are equal, then point P divides this AB in the ratio. Sorry, we have gone up. Uh, this point 1 is to 2. This is 1 plus 1. So this point P divides this AB in the ratio 1 is to 2, and point Q divide this line segment AB in the ratio 2 is to 1. So now you got the ratio. Now you can find the coordinates. So I will find the coordinates of the point Q, and for the point P, you guys do it on your homework. So let's find the coordinates of the point Q. Let's call P in. Let's call coordinates of P is AB and Q is C comma D. So I will find CD. C comma D is what? M1x2 plus M1x1, M1x2 plus M2x1 upon M1 plus M2, and the other ratio is M2 M again sorry M1y2 plus M2y1 upon M1 plus M2. So let's so what will be the M1 and M2? The ratio in which point Q divides the line AB. M1 by M2 will be 2 is to 1. So M1 is 2 and let's take M2 as a 1. So coordinates of CD will be what is M1? M1 is 2. Okay. X2 is minus 7. X2 is minus 7 plus M2. M2 is 1 and X1 is 2. This is 2. X1 is 2. X1 is 2 upon M1 plus M2. M1 plus M2 is 2 plus 1. And M1y2 plus M2y1. So M1 is 2. Y2 is 4. You see here Y2 is 4 plus M2 is 1 and Y1 is minus 2. Y1 is minus 2. 2 plus 1. Okay. So ratio will be minus 14 plus 2 upon 3. 2 4s are 8 minus 2 upon 3. So ratio will be minus 12 by 3, 6 by 3. So answer will be minus 4 comma 2. So these are the coordinates of the point Q, right? Coordinates of point Q. You can find the coordinate of the point P. Do let me know your answer in the comment box. To find the coordinates of the point P, you will take M1 is 1 and M2 is 2 instead of to find the coordinates of q, we take m1 is 2 and m2 is equal to 1. But for the point p, you have to take m1 by m2 will be 1 is to 2. You should take this. Okay. Okay, guys, do let me know if you have doubts, and uh, answer your write the coordinates of the point P in the comment section. Let's move on to the next question. So these were question this question was to of trisection. Na? We have, the points divided into three equal parts. So um, you have to see section formula is to find the coordinates of the point which divides the line segment. But these type of question comes in a many different ways and many different permutation combination. Okay, so next question is also interesting. Find the ratio in which the y-axis divides the line segment joining the point 5 comma minus 6 and minus 1 comma 4. Okay, so again, you know point A and point B. Point A is 5 comma minus 6, point B is minus 1 comma minus 4, and the ratio in which the y-axis is dividing this line segment. So we have to find the ratio. This, let's take this the y-axis. So what are the coordinates of the y-axis? This is the trick here. This is the main question here. Do you know if you have any x and y axis, if you find the point on any point on the y-axis, so that abscissa, that x coordinate must be 0, will be 0, and y, this will be any y thing, you know, any integer or any points. But the abscissa, the x coordinate must be 0 on the y-axis. And if you guys have any point on the x-axis, then its y coordinate is 0. Okay, but this is the thing. What will the what will be the coordinate of this point? Any 1 2 3, any 3 or 4 comma 0, y must be 0. So for the y coordinate, that x coordinate must be 0. This is the trick here. So you know the x coordinate of this point y, and we have to find the ratio. But you know the x coordinate. What is x coordinate? X coordinate 0, and y coordinate is any y. So let's take 0 comma y is equal to our same old formula, m1 x2 plus m2 x1 upon m1 plus m2 comma m1 y2 upon m2 y1 upon m1 plus m2. So you know this is the 0, you know, because this is the x coordinate, this is 0. Let's, because this is 0, x coordinate is 0, because the point is on the y-axis. Y-axis is dividing the line segment. So if you equate this coordinate with 0, then you will find the ratio m1 m2. So what is the m1? M1 is m1. We don't know m1. X2 is minus 1. X2 is minus 1. M2 we don't know m2. Let's write m2. And x1 is m2 x1. X1 is 5 upon m1 plus m2. This must be equal to 0. Okay, let's compare. Minus m1 plus 5m2 is equal to 0 times this. What will be the answer? It's a 0. Okay, so 5m2 is equal to m1. So m1 is to m2 is equal to 5. So we can write m1 is to m2 like 5 is to 1. So the ratio, find the ratio in which the y-axis divide the line segment. The ratio, our answer will be 5 is to 1. So what did we use here? The point is on the y-axis, because y-axis is dividing the line segment. So point is on the y-axis, so we put the coordinate of this point, the point which divides the line segment, to 0. We equated it with 0, and then we found the m1 and m2. This is m1. Sorry, beta. This is m1. Let's discuss the last question. Do let me know if you have any doubts. We will obviously try some new question, the previous year's board question, but these questions are for your basic concept clearance. Okay, so the last question is, if the points A, B, C, D are the vertices of a parallelogram. Okay, so these are the parallelogram. Let's draw the parallelogram. A, B, C, and D. So A is 6 comma 1, B is 8 comma 2, C is 9 comma 4, and D is P comma 3. We don't know the P. These are P is the new thing. Okay, so P is the new thing. Are the vertices of parallelogram taken in order? Yes, A, B, C, D. We took in order A, B, C, D. Okay, A, B, C, D. Find the value of P. We have to find the P here. So, do you guys know how to find this? This For this you must know the concept of parallelogram. Do you know the diagonal of parallelogram bisect each other? Do you know? If we find the midpoint of this diagonal AC, the midpoint of the diagonal BD will be same. You know, the diagonal of parallelogram bisect each other. Because so this must be same. So this must be the midpoint, and this is also same. This length is also same. So if we find the midpoint of this diagonal AC, and then we will equate it with the diagonal BD, midpoint of the diagonal BD, then we can find the point P. Um, if you guys found it hard, don't worry, stick with me. We are solving this question. Okay, so don't worry, just find the midpoint of the diagonal AC. So what will be the midpoint of diagonal AC? The midpoint of AC, line segment AC will be, what is the formula for midpoint? X1 plus x2 by 2, y1 plus y2 by 2. So this is x1 plus x2, 6 plus 9. Yes, 6 plus 9 by 2 and 1 plus 4 by 2. This must be equal to 6 plus 9 is 15 by 2, and this is 5 by 2. So this is the midpoint of for AC. So now the midpoint of BD is also this same. So now you can directly equate. You can write 15 by 2 comma 5 by 2. Now you can write the midpoint of these 2 points, this BD. So P plus 8 by 2. So we are finding the midpoint of diagonal BD, P plus 8 by 2 and 3 plus 2 by 2. So see, these are the same, 5 by 2 and this is 5 by 2. Y is same, X is also same, because diagonal of the parallelogram bisect each other. So now 15 by 2 is equal to P plus 8 by 2. See, 2 to cancel. This 15 must be equal to P plus 8. So P must be equal to 15 minus 8, which is 7. So P is 7. So we found the coordinate of the point D, which is P comma 3, which is 7 comma 3. P is 7. Okay. So this is it for today. Do let me know if you have doubts, and if you like it, then share it with your friends. And uh, one advice is only solve the maximum question possible, and get your doubts clear with any of your teachers or any guide or whatever, because practice is the key to score the highest mark in math and any language. So practice makes man perfect. Do solve some question, clear your doubts, and stay happy, stay healthy. All the best. Take care.